Good morning and welcome. So thanks for tuning in today. I am recording from the river, which is such a gorgeous day. Taking Freya for a nice little dip. Today's topic is going to be a little different. I'm going to be diving deep here and telling some stories from my past when I sort of fell down the rabbit hole into the modeling world as a bikini model. And yeah, so I am excited to talk about this. It's definitely not an easy thing for me to talk about in this sense because I'm going to be really diving deep here. So yeah, just recently I just feel like I need to talk about this topic for some reason and really dive deep and really heal some inner wounds. And I know that there are viewers that are probably struggling the same things, so this is me sharing my story for you. And yeah, so lately, I don't know what it is lately, but I've been so emotional, I cannot stop friggin' crying. But you know, it feels so good. It has been feeling so good, releasing that and letting it go. So just know it's okay if you've been going through an emotional time lately as well. I know it's a full moon tonight. It's Monday today, so I'll be uploading this video on Wednesday, but it is a full moon, so take it easy on yourself. A lot of self-love, self-care, self-healing is important, and just know you're not alone. Like, I am not perfect. I go through stuff a lot. So let's dive deep here. Make sure Percy's still around. She's here somewhere. Okay, so bikini modeling. It's a very interesting thing. When I first decided to start bikini modeling, I saw a girl that I know, and she's from the same town as I am, and she was doing like this fitness bikini modeling, and I was like, wow, she looks like freaking amazing. Her body is just, it looks great, like maybe if I did that, I would get 100 likes on my photo, or people would like me, and maybe I could get a guy, being single. And so I had gotten this idea where, yeah, I was gonna get very fit and I was gonna try something different. So I looked into it, and I wasn't gonna do the same program that she went through, so I was researching and I found the International Bikini Model Search. So I looked into this, and there was a girl that I knew from Smithers who actually went and did all this stuff and became a Playboy model and became very successful and had so many followers and stuff. So I had reached out to her, and yeah, I think this was after I figured out the Bikini Model Search. I can't remember if I did or not, but so the International Bikini Model Search is this big organization put together by a couple, and what basically anybody can sign up as a model or a photographer. So if you're interested in this kind of thing, it's really easy to get into. So yeah, I entered as a model, and basically you can enter the contest. So you take a photo and then you upload it, and you enter this contest, and you get people to like your photo, vote for you. So I took a photo in January, because it was January, and the search was in May, I think. I went to Punta Cana. It was going to Punta Cana. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna win this thing, you know, like I feel pretty awesome. I was working out, I was, you know, doing all the things that I thought I was supposed to be doing to get into shape and to feel good and look good. And I was like, oh, I want to be really creative, and I'm from Canada, so I borrowed some goalie gear and I swept off my sister's pond as my skating rink. And I had a friend take some photos of me, that she likes photography. So I did these goalie pictures in a bikini in January. And yeah, I entered the contest. So I was doing very well in it, actually, and it was making me feel pretty good. And I reached out to a lot of people, pretty much any guy that was talking to me or I had on my friends list. I would ask them to vote for me. Even on like the Tinder app, I would message on there and just get votes. So yeah, I did end up third, which, you know, I was pretty excited about, being as it was international and there was lots of girls. So I felt pretty good, you know, going into this thing. And yeah, I reached out to a girl from Smithers who does the Playboy stuff, or did. I don't think she does anymore, but she had gone to an international bikini model search in Cancun as well. And so I asked her, you know, how do you get into it? How, like, what is your take on it and everything? And she said it's really easy, actually, to get noticed by Playboy. All you have to do is upload a sexy photo on Twitter and tag them on their Freaky Friday or Tuesday teas. So that's what I did. I started taking pictures, you know, just like a risque picture in like a bra. You know, I thought it was harmless, and okay, I'll become a Playboy model, you know. And I did. I got noticed, and I was getting votes and likes, and I was on there. I was on the Playboy.com as, you know, the most liked cyber person or whatever for Frisky Friday winner or something. I was on there a couple times, actually. So, you know, I was feeling pretty good. And then, so that's kind of how I got into that part of it. But okay, so going to Punta Cana, I had asked my mom, I was like, you know what, I've never gone anywhere like this before, and she's never traveled, so I asked her to come with me, and she said yes. So we ended up going together, and it started out pretty fun, you know, just like a mother-daughter trip. And when we got to the event, wow, was that a reality check. I will let you know. There was so many models everywhere, so many guy photographers, traffic. I thought that I looked pretty good, I guess, my body and everything, but all these girls are like super fit, super thin, you know, fake boobs, fake butts, fake lashes, fake, well, I guess I shouldn't say fake. That's not a good word to use. Because, I mean, these girls are all very, very nice and everything, so I shouldn't say that. But there was a lot of artificial enhancements in these girls. And I have always been very easily influenced. If you are, it can be a man or a woman. I'm not saying this is just women, but you can be very influenced by people around you, or look for somebody to be your influencer without even knowing it. You can do this very easily if you have trauma from your past. It's just how it is. You are okay. I'm back. My phone had died, so I was not able to finish this vlog until today. So it is the next day, and I will continue my story. So I'm not quite sure where I left off, but I think my mom and I had just arrived in Punta Cana. So yeah, big reality check when I arrived. I've always been a small town girl, so I never have been around anything like this before. There was a lot of beautiful women everywhere, a lot of photographers, and they kept saying, like, you know, like, book in your shoots, get as many shoots in as you can. You're here to work. So yeah, so that's what I did. I booked in with as many photographers as I could, and every shoot I was like so nervous and I didn't really know what to do, and I had like zero self-confidence. Like, this is the whole reason I got into this whole modeling gig, is because I was not confident in myself at all, and I thought this was how I would gain that acceptance and that confidence and that growth in myself. So every morning it was wake up at 5 a.m. for a sunrise bikini photo shoot in the ocean. And of course everyone had been drinking the night before and partying, so it wasn't very easy to get up. Like, literally this was like a big kind of party, big party pretty much. It wasn't really at all what I thought it was gonna be. So yeah, I jam-packed my whole entire time I was there. I didn't take the time to actually just kind of enjoy being there. I did get some, you know, some nice photos, but looking back at them now, it's like, oh man, like, I see a girl who has no confidence, nothing. And so yeah, after this trip, I didn't feel very good about myself. A lot of the photographers some of them were very professional, some of them not so much. I had gone to Jamaica, and it was that same year, I'd gone to Jamaica for the Paradise Challenge, which is like pretty much the same thing, just different people. And we stayed at the nude resort, the hedonism resort, which is an interesting place. It was a lot of fun, I'll give you that, and Jamaica was amazing. But this time I actually kind of made it a little bit more of a vacation, so it was a lot more fun than my Punta Cana trip. But yeah, it's like same thing. Photographers, only some kind of wanted to shoot me, and they have their favorites already picked out. And this is when I really got to know some of the girls, and a lot of them are webcam girls, strippers, have sugar daddies. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with these girls, but I really got to see an inside look into this world. Like, it's a whole different world, and it's nothing like it's something you see in the movies kind of thing. So yeah, being a small town girl and never seeing anything like this, and yeah, it is pretty easily to get influenced being around these kinds of people as well, because you think, oh, well, this model does this, so then this is what I should do to get here and to get there and to, you know, get the photographers to like me and to get published and blah, 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 blah. Photographers had said I was not skinny enough. I had a pooch. No boobs. Not sexy enough. I wasn't risky enough for my Playboy shoot. I wasn't, and it just, so going from where I was already to not very self-confident to that was a huge setback. It was a huge reality check. And I had also gone to LA. Like, one of my big dreams was to go to the Playboy Mansion, because I thought, well, you know, these girls seem like they have it all. Like, everything seems so fine and dandy from the outside in these cases. But yeah, there's so much shit that goes on that a lot of people are unaware of. I was unaware of. So yeah. I lost my glasses somewhere. So yeah, so when I went to LA, I went with a couple of friends, model friends, and they both shoot for Playboy, and they're both very, very nice girls. Nothing against them, but the whole time I was there, it was not very comfortable for me, because all they did was they're all over Snapchat, exposing themselves and doing things that are really, to me, inappropriate and out of my comfort zone. And they're influencing me to try and get to do these things with them, and, you know, like, have flaunting themselves. And I had found out, yeah, they were both strippers. Both very lovely girls, but it was like, holy shit, like, I do not need to jump down this rabbit hole. What am I doing here? You know, this is kind of where I made that realization into, this is not the place I need to be to have my self-development and my growth, and I do not belong here. So yeah, and when I went to the mansion, it wasn't at all what it was cracked up to be. It was just some party that I got invited to because I tried out for Playboy, and everybody who does gets invited to these things, and then you just go, and it's really not that big of a deal. Like, I really wasn't famous. I really, you know, like, all this stuff, like, it was just a hoax, really. It was all for show. It never helped me. It never gained me. It just attracted creeps and people that, yeah, I don't want that. But when I had gone to the Playboy Mansion, there were so many people invited to this party, this after Grammar's party, that they had the fire marshal there, and we couldn't even get in. So I was stuck in a limo with these two girls that are doing these inappropriate things all over their Snapchats with these two guys watching, and it was just like, what am I doing here? What is this? This is not at all what I thought this was gonna be. So then we get in at, like, near the end of the party where everybody's leaving. So I did get to go into, like, the grotto and take pictures and, like, whatever. I got to see it, but it wasn't worth it. It really was not at all. And so I went home feeling like a bag of shit, and I was turning into a person I really didn't want to be, being around these other girls, and I kind of just really realized, yeah, it's not really for me. And when I quit modeling, I had like 65,000 followers or likes or whatever on my Facebook page, and all these, like, Twitter and stuff, and yeah, like, really, they weren't genuine people following me or anything. I was just an object, and I didn't see that until later, and it was a huge realization for me, huge setback in my growth. And, like, I mean, I did learn a lot, and I did see a lot of stuff happen. Yeah, so yeah, it was a very interesting experience falling down the rabbit hole into the modeling world. There's nothing against anybody that wants to do this. Like, absolutely go for it if this is what you want to do, but you might get a bit of reality check when you see really what goes on, and you might lose yourself. I definitely was going to. I definitely thought that I had to rearrange myself, you know, get a boob job, lose some weight. Couldn't lose the weight, so then I was going crazy. And yeah, I honestly, it's not worth it just for likes and for comments or guys, you know, all this stuff. It's really not worth it. So yeah, that is a little look into the modeling world, what I experienced. And yeah, I will admit I did it because I thought that was what I should do to get approval of others and to get attention. And yeah, you get judged so much by other girls and other people, and that's fine, but sometimes you just don't know what is going on inside there. Like, where has that person lost themselves along the way? And yeah, that's pretty much what I got this time, and I hope you enjoyed, you know, the stories and the blog. So I will see you next Wednesday, and thank you so much for tuning in.